Welcome back, Firewood addicts, to another episode of Travis Does Firewood. I'm whispering right now because in a minute we'll be on the hunt for firewood. Let's go! So let's take a journey in my backyard, my backwoods, and see what we can find. We have to be careful. We have to sneak up on the firewood. Now, what we are looking for is down trees. Now, when down trees are on the ground, they're more able to scurry away. You have to be quiet. So as we go make our way, let's see what we can find. My backyard is definitely full of clutter and nonsense. I think when you hoard firewood, you hoard other things as well. So no judgment. I mean, you've seen my garage. Yeah, that's funny. Anyway, crap. So I'm going to go through the leaves very carefully, see what we can find. Nice sunny day today. Hopefully not too windy for you to hear me. I'm gonna crouch down low so we can sneak up on the trees. I don't know. I heard a rumor. From a neighbor that's the down tree back here. So I'm gonna see if we can find it. Buck it up. I don't know, we'll see. Ooh, what's this? Oh, I know what this is. Do you know what this is? Oh my gosh. This is the elusive firewood rounds that are punky. They have been discarded by our firewoodsman, our firewoods person, a firewoods woman? Yeah, sure, why not? And it has been tossed aside. These were used and abused, old firewood, no longer good. Now, we could collect this and split it up and sell it as punky wood, but it's not really worth our time. There's more money in the even more elusive down firewood tree that's been down for maybe a year, maybe less. That's the ideal. We gotta find that one. All right, let's continue our journey. All right, so I see in the distance what could possibly be a top of a tree over there. I don't know. We have to be really, really quiet and careful. Crouch down, go super slow. Make sure not to break any more branches that we have to. Sneak up on it. I should have brought some sort of a whacking stick to clear all this brush. Definitely in my way, but we'll see how it goes. Don't stick me. There we go. Okay. Go back in here. What can we find? Definitely in the thick of it right now. Definitely in the thick of the jungle. Hope you can see me. And here, what is this? What did we find? Here? Oh, is this it? Could this be the top of a down tree? I don't know. What did we see here? See down the trunk here. Down over there. This goes. Ooh, we may have found one. I don't know. It's kind of marshy over here, but I think we can manage. I'm not sure. Is it worth getting? Because of all the debris and brush around it. It's been down for maybe a year or so, but I'm not sure if it will run away or not on us. And I'm not sure if it's rotted or not, but I think the bushes have kind of grown over the top, which is not ideal for us. Have to use a chainsaw or some loppers and cut those away. I don't know. What do you think? Should we continue on and see what we can find? I don't know. Let's check out the other end. All right, so we don't need to whisper anymore. That was just for fun. And not seriousness, but I remember there was a down alder tree that, I don't know if you see or not, snapped off of that trunk there. Parts of it laid right here, and then the other part is down that way. So let's try to find it. So there's the other end of it. Trunk was right there. And there's, I mean, the stump, I mean, where it snapped. And the main trunk, you see the log there, and it goes that way to where we were just at a minute ago when we were being quiet. So the tree's down, so I'm gonna try to get it. I don't like cutting down trees that are alive that I don't need to cut down. Limbs or branches of trees that are already that are still standing, sure, why not? But in terms of trees that are down, I think those are fair game. So I think what I want to do is get my branch cutters out, my loppers or my shears, clear a path to the trunk, and then we'll start to limb. I guess we'll try out the ported echo that I still have of Tony's. You saw the episode. It was posted earlier than I expected, but that's fine. That's fine. About that. So anyway, I'll get set up and we'll clear a path this way. A lot safer to do with like branch cutters and the chainsaw. It's just, in my opinion, just safer. So we'll just brush this way, and then we'll start to limb, and then we'll buck. Whoops, sorry, didn't realize you fell down. So I cleared out the brush along this tree here. Now I haven't checked it to make sure that it's still good wood. I assume it is because it had not been down for very long. And some of you were saying, like, why are you wasting time to trim back the bushes when you're just going to be limbing it and bucking it up? Well, I don't want to fight with bushes, especially here in the Northwest. We have what's called blackberries or sticker bushes, and these things with these nasty thorns on them. I don't know if you see that or not. Right in there, they hurt. I don't want them in my leg or my gloves or hit me in the face. That's not cool. So we're hunting for firewood right now, in the woods, down tree. Let's bring out the saw, sort of buck this stuff up. Rock and roll. So hope that you can see that footage. My hat's over there, sorry. I don't really do much limbing in general or on this channel. Not much of a logger, not an arborist. I don't claim to be. Sometimes you do have access to down trees and you know what to do. So lo and behold, I reached for Tony's ported Echo, the CS4910. Doing a good job. I mean, again, this is a 20-inch bar like I'm used to. I should probably upgrade on my saws to a longer bar with more chain, so you can stand up and buck at BBR. I mean, that's all. That's how we do it. You need to be able to stand up and buck and not have to bend over. Even though I'm short, I'm still having to kind of bend over with the 20-inch bar. So I need to go big or bigger. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark this tree. I'm gonna start where more or less where you're at right now. I'm gonna mark it, and then I'll just buck it up with this. The hard part is having to trudge this all out, which is gonna suck. But I hope this wood is still good. I'll cut a few pieces to check, and I'll show you, and then we'll continue on this journey on hunting for firewood. So not that tremendous of a tree, but should yield some decent firewood. So let's get back at it. So as I'm going down the line, making my cuts, the wood is not looking as good as I thought it would be. So I don't think this tree was down that long, and it was like partially off the ground, but I don't want to buck up something that's not worth it. So I'm gonna go split this real quick, and I'll be right back, and I'll show you what I what I found. I don't know a way without having to feel or see rot or holes or hollow spots in rounds to know if it's going to be worthwhile or punking out. Like even that cottonwood that you saw in the recent cottonwood episode, that looked kind of weird on the ends, but when I split into it with a big red, it was fine. So let me check this real quick and I'll get back at you. All right, I'm back. Split one, the biggest 1.5 that I could find, or that I've cut thus far behind me. Seems to be pretty solid. I got my mushroom meter with me just for fun. Just for fun. Measure it out, plug it in there, and we're at too high. We're at too high. So, I mean, it doesn't feel that heavy, doesn't feel that wet. Do that kiss test. I don't know, but I mean, this has been down for a bit, so I don't think it would take that too long to dry out. So that's a good sign that the wood is still good. So let's go further that way and a brush cut and keep bucking, and let's keep at it. Just bushwhacked off camera to where it snapped off. You can kind of see right there the end of it, and where it came from was way up there, I believe. So yeah, I believe this is an older tree, even though it looks like there's fur, but that's the fur on the other side, or I guess cedar. So it came from way up there. See how that little piece right there matches with that end. I hope you can see that or not. So it's kind of stuck between these like small trees and then goes down this way. So not a very big tree by any means, but as I'm back here, I found some other down trees that are back in here that I should probably get at before they'll go bad. They're not, the thing is just like, down trees are great, but you have to get at them. If you're not like clearing land, have access to big machinery, having to bushwhack to them, it's almost like, is that worth it? Is it worth having to like fiddle with and spend all the energy having to bushwhack through and get all scratched up from sticker bushes, etc.? So I don't know, but I'm gonna finish at least this one, and then we'll assess the one over there or not. Yeah, let's get bucking. So pretty much done, bucked up that last two right there. So because this tree, when it came down, it came in between two other trees. So this piece here is just kind of like stuck in limbo between those two trees. I'm surprised how much power is in these little whatever. I don't know what this is. It kind of looks like cherry. Maybe it's like holly. It's definitely not very hardy, but it held up that top of that tree for I don't know how long, but got it all bucked up. Not a whole lot of wood. You saw me on the incline using those wedges. Nice having wedges around. Nice bright color, like the blue color, something different than the orange. So we still have some time this afternoon. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave that there I think I'm gonna try to access this in here from the other side and see if we can get that out of the way, and see what we can salvage. But I mean, there was some wood there, not a whole bit, but wanted to take you along from the journey on the adventures of hunting for firewood. I mean, in the woods. It's kind of fun, right? So I don't know, let me get geared up and clear this out. This pathway here, from the end of the top where it came down, from way up there all the way down, and then I bucked up all that. So it's going to be fun to move all that stuff where we can split it, and then stack it. Just, it's not a whole bunch of firewood, but just kind of fun. So let's see if I can get on the other side and get the other tree. So I have decided to forego that other down tree for now. It's just too much. It's one tree at a day. Let's just call it a guy. So this is the yield for today from that down tree. Not too bad. Small amount. I mean, it is what it is, right? So, but I'm glad that I harvested it now, because very, very soon it would have turned punky, and then it would not have been worse. So I think the moisture meter may be off or something. It feels light enough, so I think if I split it, it should be ready in a few months. I don't know, we'll see. So, so earlier you saw me use one wedge. Now, plastic wedges are not only for cutting down and felling trees, they're good for bucking too. So I got this pack of, I think, 8 wedges of various sizes, from a company called Yard Morris, if you can see that. So in this pack, like I said, I got various sizes. See if I can open it up for you. It came in this nifty little bag, which is pretty cool. The one that I used for today is see, there's numbers on it. I thought they came with numbers. It's weird. Okay, so anyway, this is the smaller size right here. And then the one next big size here, and the 2 more of the biggest sizes. I know the sizes. They're on the invoice, so I can share with you. So I got 2 of each, large, medium, and small. I thought that was pretty cool. Just so you have it around. When you saw me use the smaller one, it had this like tab on it where you hang it like for sale. That just got in the way. Like, I know you need like a thin piece sometimes to get when you're bucking up logs to get in there in where the crease is, because you don't want to get it pinched. Because the whole point of using these wedges is so your saw does not get pinched, right? So you come in from the top, but if that is too small, I guess that little piece there would come in handy, but it just got in the way. So I think I'm going to take some wire cutters and just take that little flap off. So it's nice having different types of wedges for bucking and for felling. I mean, maybe I'll do felling some one day. So anyway, they come to different color, different packs of sizes. I'll leave the link down below, and I think I'm getting a promo code too if you want to get some more wedges for your arsenal. Good to have when you're bucking up logs. And if you have woods behind you and you have down trees, you're gonna have to do some of this type of work. Even though you may not have machinery behind you, you're gonna have to do it by hand. So having to bushwhack to get into the site, buck up, maybe use some wedges, and get that wood. So I thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Until next time, rock and roll, keep safe, and keep cutting. Cheers.